Hello, I'm Martin Dockery from Pioneer DJ, and I'm here with GAC to talk about our new XDJ-RX2 multiplayer that we've launched today. And we're doing this event at the Boz Art Gallery, where we're going to have a bit of a party later on as well. We're also showing off some of our heritage product as well, just to show a little bit of a contrast between the old and the new. So this is the product we're launching today, the XDJ-RX2. As the name would suggest, it's the Mark II version of our best-selling XDJ-RX player. So what we've added to this over the Mark I is an improved navigation screen. So the screen itself is bigger, and we've added touch functionality to it. So as has been requested by many mobile DJs and club DJs alike, we've added the QWERTY keyboard search on the touch screen here. So if I hold the browse pot down, it brings up a QWERTY keyboard, and I can search alphabetically using the keypad there. We've also added needle search, so while the track is paused, I can use my finger to search through any part of the track and get to the point I want to instantaneously. Other additions are, we've increased the amount of performance pads on each player. So we used to have 4 on the XDJ-RX, we now have 8 on the XDJ-RX2. And we've improved the pad modes as well. So we've now got hot cue, which enables 8 different hot cues on the unit. The second functionality is beat loop. So as before, you can make an 8-beat loop, a 4-beat loop, 2, 1, quarter, 16th, and so on and so forth. We've now added slip loop. So this wasn't on the XDJ-RX, but it's now on the XDJ-RX2. So slip loop enables instant loops just by holding the button down and taking them off. But in the background, the track is continuously playing. So when you exit the loop, you actually exit the track in real time rather than just exiting the end point of the loop. We've also improved the mixer section in the middle. So essentially what you're getting here in the middle is a DJM450, which is the mixer that we released last year, which is about £700. So you're getting that much value within the mixer section itself. So we've added the improved colour effects that you manipulate using the pot above each channel, but it's now got an added parameter control, just like you'd find on the Nexus 2 club grade products. And we've also used some of the most popular effects from the Nexus 2 product as well. The only thing missing from it that you do get on the DJM450 is the Magfell fader and the send and return, but obviously we preferred to use that space for extra track navigation on the unit itself. Other additional features are, we've got 2 balanced XLR mic inputs, with their own dedicated level controls, whereas on the old unit there was only 1. And we've also added an auxiliary input, so you've got phono auxiliary input on the back there with its own trim control in the form of that rotary pot on the top. We've moved both the USB ports over to this side of the mixer to accommodate the extra mic level controls over here. And as before, you can play back from either port, and you can record directly onto USB stick with a WAV file onto the USB stick in this port. You've also got your track mark button there, so as you're doing your mix and you're introducing new tracks, you can add a track mark to the file. It's available now. The retail price is $15.29, and we think it's pretty much given the DJs all the extra functionality that they'd asked for over and above the original unit. Not only launching brand new products, we're also showing some of our legacy heritage products. This one in particular is my favourite. It holds a very fond place in my heart because when I first started working for Pioneer DJ back in 2001, this is the product that we were launching at that particular time, and it was very much a make or break product. It's the CDJ-1000. This is the Mark I unit, so the original. For us, it was the first time we'd ever put vinyl emulation on one of our DJ CD players, and we were one of the first to do that and do it successfully. It very quickly became an industry standard piece of DJ equipment in most DJ booths, and it really helped bring the analog vinyl DJs into the digital domain, because we were giving them a CD player that looked and behaved exactly like a vinyl turntable. So you were able to scratch with the platter on top or pitch bend with the platter around the bottom. And it also gave them some really useful digital effects that they just couldn't do on a vinyl turntable, such as making real-time loops or putting hot cues into the mix. You also had a very basic waveform on the screen up here as well. And like I say, within the period of 6 months of launch, it found its way into most of the DJ booths in most of the clubs around the country. And it's the legacy product for our XDJ-2000 Nexus 2 product that you're now going to find in most of the DJ booths today. Then moving on from that, we have the EFX500, which was our very first DJ effects unit. Over on this side of the player, you had your jog wheel effect, so jet, zip, wah, ring, fuzz. Very basic. I mean, they sound quite dated now, but at the time it was quite groundbreaking. You also then had your beat effects over on the left-hand side of the wheel, and I remember once we got James Zabila playing on it, and he showed us how to do a technique called the feedback loop on this, and we actually made the product and we didn't realise it could do that. So again, I remember he did that at one of our exhibitions, so that's a very fond memory as well. That was the EFX500 from the early 2000s. Then mid-2000s, a lot of DJs and clubs were featuring heavily video formats in their mixes. So we introduced this big boy, the XDJ-RX2, which essentially was a CDJ-1000, but for DVDs. So in other words, you could put your video DVD in the slot here and manipulate that video as if it were a 12-inch single on a vinyl platter. So not only would you scratch the audio, but you'd also be scratching the video signal as well. Shortly after that, we brought out this, the SVM1000. So again, I think we're talking around about 2004 when this came out. So this was a mixer to go with the DVD player. So you could not only mix audio, you could mix video as well. So there's 4 channels of combined audio video. You had combined audio video effects on the touch screen that you can select. You could load JPEGs into there. You could put a live video feed into there. You had video crossfader effects. You could preview 4 different videos on this area of the screen here. So this was really groundbreaking technology. Unfortunately, it didn't last long because the disc format started to go out of fashion, and of course DJs and video DJs could actually download their video files and start using controllers and laptops for this type of technology. But at the time it really carved a niche in the whole audio video DJing marketplace.